architecture, computing, and engineering. The formulations, computing, and calculation, among others, are important methodologies that are usually applied in science and technology to derive results which underline advances in these areas. Mathematics has a major role to play in industrialization process as well. This role is obvious, but it has to be appreciated much more as we move into the future. We must note, however, that the development of new mathematical models to solve various social and economic problems will always go hand in hand with development of advanced computer system and technologies. In times to come, mathematics will be used in stimulating and predicting various development processes in our economies. I wish to conclude by stating that universities with a major responsibility to span economic, technological, and social spheres, the practice of building and constantly rebuilding the capacity of our universities through such initiatives is an essential one for all of us. I'm sure that the participants would become familiar during this very much need of the hour workshop, which I'm sure would equip the participants with enough examples so that the process of mathematics teaching and learning could be made more meaningful and joyful, and also as to how linear algebra and multivariate calculus are related and could be useful for mathematicians, engineers, and physicists. I'm sure there will be very informative sessions, and the deliberations would enhance the academic excellence of our participants towards mathematics and its application. I congratulate the organizer, Dr. Poonam Gupta, and her team, and appreciate her efforts, and also wish you all the very best. With these words, now I declare the Teachers Enrichment Workshop 2021 officially open. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for your motivational words. So now it is the time to invite our guest of honor, who is the eminent scholar of mathematics. He grew up in the village of Rajasthan and went to Sainik School, Chittorgarh. He did his doctorate in pure mathematics at University Paris Sud, Orsay, with Jean-Louis Collier-Thelen in 93 and came back to India shortly afterwards. He is senior professor in Harish Chandra Research Institute, Prayagraj, on the banks of Gangas. His area of research are number theory, local arithmetic, reciprocating laws, and local constants. He has given many invited talks in international and national conferences and workshops. He is the one of the most popular speaker in the NCM school. In spite of that, he is also very active member on Math Overflow, where he has answered many questions asked by the mathematicians all over the world. He is a reviewer of many journals and published many papers in reputed journals. I am honored to invite our guest of honor, Professor C.S. Dalawar, to share his views and blessings.
Thank you very much, Dr. Gupta. I hope everybody can hear me.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. I haven't prepared a speech, but I'm very happy that people like Dr. Gupta and universities like Harish Gaur University are organizing this kind of activities in which people can exchange ideas, they can learn new things, reveal what they do not understand or the difficulties that they have, and there can be a discussion. These kind of forums are needed for our own, to make our teaching better. Our universities are ultimately it's the research institutes in the country are a few and small in number. If we want to become a research superpower, as some of us dream, We would like to be at the same level as Western European countries or North American countries. If we want to achieve that dream, our universities will have to contribute greatly. And before our universities can do it, the people who enter universities will have to have attained a certain level. So it has to start from the school level itself, that we start having good schools and then better colleges. That is how our universities will ultimately become better and will be able to fully contribute to our society. Now, our country is sometimes thought of as being not so rich. But as many people have observed, exactly in one sense at least, ours is a very rich country in the following sense. If you look at the age distribution of various countries, then ours, less than half the population of our, oh, can you still hear me? There's a power cut here.
Yes.
Less than half of our population is, nearly half of our population is less than 25 years old, which means we have a lot of young people. And a country which has young people has a future. Unfortunately, a country which has old people doesn't have much of a future, because the old people sort of say goodbye at some point, and then there are very few people left in that country. Now, many Western European countries, North America, even China, has this population distribution which is very skewed towards old people. Whereas ours is a country which has very young people, many young people, and that is a source of wealth for us. But of course, they can contribute only if they are properly trained. And that is why we need good institutes like ICERs, good universities like the one in Sagar, and overall school education, public health, and higher education. If these things are taken care of, our country can become the first in the world. That is what many of us dream, and let us hope that people like you who are teaching young people will contribute to this effort. So with these words, I wish that we have a very nice and productive workshop, and I hand over back to Dr. Gupta.
Thank you so much, sir, for inspiring and encouraging us by such a motivational words. Thank you so much. Now, we invite our Dean, School of Mathematical and Physical Sciences. He is a professor of statistics and co-patron of this workshop and most senior faculty of the Department of Mathematics and Statistics. So now we are honored to invite Professor Diwakar Shukla for sharing his views and to give blessings.
Thank you, Dr. Gupta. Honorable Vice Chancellor. Can you hear me, please?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, respected Vice Chancellor, the guest of honor, Professor Dulawat, organizer of this activity, Dr. Poonam Gupta, Dr. Sanjay Singh, many of my colleagues who are here, who can see my home also right now at my home, and many who are apart, widely spread throughout the country, and they can see myself as well as the fraternity of the Department of Statistics and Mathematics, and also the fraternity of the Dr. Hari Singh Gaur University. It's a pleasure to be a kind of co-patron of this workshop for me, because the activity of this type certainly has a kind of rating, a high value of rating in the NAAC as well as in many evaluating agencies, ranking agencies, and so on. Because the workshop of the level where very high level of institution they are sponsoring certainly have the value. Second thing is the latest development of mathematics is essential to know to all teachers, whether they are colleges or whether they are from the university teaching departments. Generally, we study the things in syllabus which are quite old, and the recent developments appears in the syllabus for teaching after 5 or 10 years, because the books when comes into the publication when teachers gets researches in that area, then only the basic knowledge of the recent development appears in the form of syllabi and to disperse among the students. So this kind of workshop makes our faculties competent enough to be the knowledgeable person and be ready for the distribution or dissemination of the knowledge to the student. One important part of the mathematics is that mathematics is everywhere. We learn from experience from many spiritual people that God is everywhere. But I say the mathematics is everywhere. Whatever may be the discipline, whether it is physics, chemistry, mathematics itself, or it is biosciences, or it is social sciences, or it is geography, or it is climatic sciences, mathematics is everywhere, either in the form of frontline or in the form of backline support. Modeling, mathematical modeling is one such figure, one such feature where every phenomena can be modeled, and by virtue of that modeling we have immense scope of forecasting. Nowadays you see whenever there is a cyclone, then pre-forecasting is there. About the speed of the cyclone, pre-forecasting is there. About the possible damage to be created by the cyclone, pre-forecasting for that is also possible. This forecasting has basis behind the scene by mathematics, because several mathematical formulas, several mathematical expressions, they are combined in the form of software, and by virtue of those softwares the predictions are being made. So this is what the beauty of mathematics is there. The focus of this workshop is on multivariate. This is the area of immense importance. Generally, if we treat one variable, it is only a particular case. But when we treat mathematics as a system has so many variables. And what will be the final outcome of the system when there are several variables? For example, we take our body, human body. Human body is a system. It has a heart, it has a liver, it has a kidney, then there is a blood flow from one end to another. We have a brain, we have a leg, and the blood flow, then functioning, eating, and also the removal variables involved. The blood flow in the hand is different. The blood flow in the mind is different. The blood flow in our eyes is different. If some problems in eyes are there and somebody takes medicine repeatedly without assuming that up to eyes the blood flow is very slow, so effect of the oral medicine will be very slow, while the effect of the drops, eye drops, they will be faster. Because whereas if something is there, some problem is there in our stomach, the blood flow is fast, and if we take a one pills of medicine, maybe after 5-6 years we have the effect. So the different amount of blood flow in the entire body, it means we have several variables, and the several variables will have a combined effect over one such outcome. This is the importance of the multivariate study over a system. This workshop is basically focusing on the multivariate. So definitely it is the extension of the univariate study. Generally, we have the graduation syllabus which deals with the univariate studies, and postgraduate syllabus have the one variable or two variable based studies. say for example, the partial differentiation. So partial differentiation, we have one or two variable, but multivariate study and their combined effect, their joint effect, and their conditional effects, these are important parts that needs to be studied by the scientists, by the researchers, and by the mathematician. And this multivariate study, if implemented, we need a system, and system study along with mathematical concept will generally generates an immense amount of information, and that information is useful for forecasting, that information is useful for designing the outcome estimation and also the predictive estimation. We see in a social media platform, the immense amount of data is generating every moment. If somebody has a fixed kind of storage, within second the storage gets filled. So there's huge amount of big data coming from different sources, and it needs a multivariate kind of study by mathematician in order to predict how much future requirement of the storage is there, how much future amount of management is required. So multivariate studies is very useful for management people, for computer people, for software development people, and also for those who are analyzing the system or the system-based studies. And generally, when we come across engineering part, engineers always needs a multivariate kind of study because engineers works on a system. So mathematicians up to the UG level, up to the PG level, they are focused on one or two variables, and they are not much aware of about the combined effect of multivariate over the outcome of a system. So I am sure this kind of workshop will certainly help to all faculty members who are participating from different part of the country, and in the COVID period they are attending this kind of activity through online mode. Certainly it will be a beneficial, and also the recording facility is there in our university while joining the same through online mode with the help of G Suite. So this recording, if it will be distributed to all those who are participants, then certainly it will be a kind of boon for each and every participant. And one important part is that Dr. Poonam Gupta has taken initiative to organize. She's working hard from last couple of months, and she deserves for appreciation for organizing this high level, high quality workshop. So I wish all the organizers a kind of success, and also I'm thankful on behalf of the department to all participants who are attending this activity, this academic activity in online mode. So thank you very much to organizers, and thanks to Dr. Poonam Gupta.
Thank you so much, sirs, for your blessings. And now I request to coordinator of this workshop, Dr. S.K. Singh from IISER Bhopal, to share a few words about NCM and give vote of thanks. Yes.
Voice is not coming. We cannot hear.
Hello?
Yes. Yes, but
Yes. Respected Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor J.D. Ayman, our guest of honor, Professor C.S. Dalawat, respected Professor Divakar Shukla, and the coordinator of this workshop, Dr. Poonam Gupta, and also all colleagues and the participants. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks on this occasion. I, on behalf of the National Center of Mathematics, extend a very hearty vote of thanks to honorable delegates who blessed us with their presence and took out valuable time from their busy schedule. I would like to thank all members of Department of Mathematics and Statistics whose support helped us to organize such type of workshop. I want to share some story behind this workshop. Actually, Dr. Poonam Gupta has initiated her idea to organize this workshop with me in 2017. After many revisions in the plan, NCM committee has approved her program and it was scheduled in May 2020. But due to the COVID-19, it was postponed and now finally we are ready for it. Now I will say some words about the NCM and TEW. The advanced training in mathematics school, which are called ATM schools, were launched by the National Board for Higher Mathematics, NBHM, in May 2004. The purpose of this school is to provide training in core subject in mathematics to PhD students, young researchers, and teachers. The goal in this school is on learning mathematics by doing it. And IIT Bombay and Tata Institute of Fundamental Research have jointly established the National Center for Mathematics, which is called NCM, in 2011. The instructional schools and workshops, which were earlier planned by NBHM, is now called as ATM schools, are being organized under the supervision of Apex Committee of the NCM. Actually, the objective of this to organize the quality schools which helps researchers and teachers and learn advanced topic in enjoyable way. And the teacher enrichment workshop is also a part of such workshop. It is conducted by NCM, and actually it started after during the Ramanujan 125th celebration, and initially it was started in metro cities, but now we are having it in Sagar. The aim of this workshop is basically introduce college mathematics teacher to interesting topic in basic subject whatever they teach already, and it helps a student in college. After this workshop, these teachers go and they tell the nice way of explaining these subjects in different way and motivate them for in research and other mathematical activities. And I'm very happy to have a Professor C.S. Dalawat, Dr. Siddharth Sarkar, Dr. Tilokinath, Dr. R.K. Pandey, and Dr. Poonam Gupta as a resource person of this workshop. And also I'm very happy to have a very highly motivated participants. I hope that this workshop will provide a good platform for everyone to interact and discuss mathematics between each other. Thank you. I have some announcement. Just join Google Classroom folder for all participants. You are requested to join Google Classroom folder, and our first lecture will start at 5 p.m. and our first lecture is given by Professor C.S. Dalawat. If you have any confusion and any doubt, please talk to Professor Dr. Poonam Gupta. Thanks. Okay.
So thank you very much, Dr. Singh. And now we conclude this inauguration, and we will meet at 5 p.m. for the Professor Dalawat lecture. Thank you all.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Gupta, for organizing this.
Thank you. Thanks a lot for inviting me.
Thank you.
Video band karo.